Racing an iron distance triathlon, or in fact any long distance event, is less of a race and more of a war. It's you versus it, a battle, physical and mental. You succeed by outthinking your opponent, by planning. Have a plan A, plan B, plan C. Plan as far as you need to for peace of mind. What will your opponent throw at you? What can you control, anticipate, prepare for? Nutrition, hydration, pace, heart rate zones, weather, mechanicals. You can prepare for it all, and still something will be thrown at you. A curveball, something you didn't see. But the best prepared among us can roll with that. Improvise, adapt, overcome. Nailed it. Okay, if that was my race plan, I may as well write off race day right now. What I actually believe is that you can do all the training that you want to in the lead up to a race, but if you don't get race day right, you're definitely not bringing out the best version of you on the day. You're not letting that training shine on the day. Control the controllables. That's what this week's video is about. I'm gonna walk you through all of my thoughts, swim, bike, run for my big race day, the strategies that I'm gonna use, the plans that I've put in place, and how I aim to bring out the best version of me come race day. So hopefully you're gonna pick a little something up on the way. We're gonna start with my swim. Swim, bike, run, sundries. Is it just me, or does anybody else have a back catalogue of goggles they don't use anymore, empty goggles cases for the swim? Ridiculous. But this is what I really wanted to show you. This bag here, this is gonna be what I pack everything in that I need for the race. Swim, bike, and run. This is gonna be my go-to. It's a Zone 3, I've had it for years now, but it is brilliant because it's just got so many different compartments that you can store everything. Let's talk swim. I mean, tactically we don't need to talk about swim, right? Because I'm just gonna go out and try and swim smooth. You can't look at your heart rate, you can just about gauge effort, but you can't take into account current for effort. And also, you can't think about hydration or nutrition whilst you're swimming. So really, my swim is just about keeping it easy. So the only thing I need to think about tactically when it comes to swimming is my goggles and making sure that they don't fog up and that they're comfortable. Now these are my go-to ones, tinted lenses because I'm swimming in the sea at sunrise, but also I need to make sure they don't fog up, and that is a massive worry or a massive concern for most long distance swimmers because you don't want to be faffing around trying to clean them whilst you're swimming. So, top tip, pro tip, on the inside on race morning, I rub toothpaste inside and then I wash it off in the water, and it's never fogged up on me when I do that. But the swim is just the start of the battle, it's the warm-up. Really, it's about the bike and the run. So setting up the bike so that everything that can be controlled is absolutely crucial to me, and I'm going to run you through what I look at when I'm sorting out my bike ready for the race, take it out for a test drive, and let you know how I'm going to actually execute my plan on the day. For this race I've bought new brake pads just to make sure I'm in as much control as possible, and I like to give the bike a good wash because we all know that a clean bike is a fast bike. Then I check the gearing, install the hydration systems to take the fluid I'm going to need out on the course, reattach the cleaned wheels, make sure they spin true, and bish bash bosh, it's time to take it on the road for a test spin. Right, before I get out on the bike, I'm just going to run you through the bike, as in how I'm going to manage all of this. Pretty simple. On the front, I've got my hydration system. That's about a bottle's worth of fluid. Then, there, where you can actually see a bottle at the moment, I'll probably zoom in, that actually will be gels on the day. I'm going to fill that bottle with gels, mix it with a little bit of water so that it's more easily palatable and I can get it out of the bottle. But that's going to be about 12 or 13 gels worth in that bottle. Then on the back, I'm going to have one bottle that exclusively carries my spare tyre, my tyre levers, you know, things if I get a puncture, worse were to happen, should be able to fix it. And then I'm going to have another bottle of water. And all I'm going to do is each time I've finished that front hydration system, I'm going to take the water from the back, fill it back up, pop in an electrolyte tablet and grab another water from the aid station. That's the bit I need to talk you through, is how I'm going to do that and what the plan is for the day, because you can't really see this, but the sky is completely cloudless. It is blue. It is boiling hot. And I have to run a marathon after the bike. This is, I mean, I'm just standing here. Oh, and I forgot. The nutrition, as in energy bars, goes in here. Right, let's get into it. Talking about hydration and nutrition when on the bike, which is probably the most important aspect of an iron distance race, I think, because if you don't get it right, everything's going to be torrid from there on out. The rest of the bike, the run, the works. So this is my plan. So the first thing I did last night was I sat down and I looked at where all the aid stations were, where I'm going to get my hydration. I'm going to take my nutrition with me, so I don't have to worry too much about that. But you can't take 6 bottles of water with you. So because I can't take all the water with me or all of my hydration with me, my plan is this. I've looked at where the aid stations are and they're approximately every 30 kilometers. So all I'm going to do is every 30 kilometers ensure that I've emptied my front hydration system of fluid, filled it up with the bottle back here, and then grab a bottle of water for the next time. Just keep doing that on repeat. So it's quite a nice little pattern that I'm going to have to get into, of drinking a bottle every hour, because I'm aiming to get through 6 bottles before I get off the bike. I think that's the absolute bare minimum I need to get through in terms of staying hydrated on such a hot day. And to get even more geeky on you, the way I'm going to get through each bottle is I'm going to make sure that I have some good glugs every 10 minutes, like structured, really every 10 minutes, go to the drink, have some good glugs, make sure that I get rid of that fluid in time for the next aid station. That's how I'm going to do it. So it really adds good structure, makes the bike ride fly. And that's just hydration. I haven't even started talking about nutrition. Obviously my aim, my aim is to get about 60 grams of carbohydrates per hour into my body to make sure that I'm functioning at the top level, bringing my training out. So what I'm going to do is every 25 minutes I'm going to have a gel from the bottle, and every 1 hour I'm going to have an energy bar or banana or something quite carbohydrate dense as well, just to mix it all up between solids and gels, because gels can get a little bit samey. So again, on top of the hydration, the nutrition structure really keeps your mind occupied throughout the entire bike ride. It's a great way of breaking up the bike, but keeping structure and executing a race plan, which you know I love. Rig tested out, perfect. I guess the ultimate aim for my bike ride is to just not have a horrendous run off of the back of it. So I've got to do everything in my power just to make sure I'm fueled, I'm hydrated, and I'm ready to go. So I also have to think about keeping my heart rate in zone 2 for pretty much the entire ride. It might not be possible on the 2 climbs near the end because they're pretty steep, but I think I can manage it overall. So then it's on to the run. Oh, bet you didn't. What was that?
My bag.
Bet you didn't see that coming, did you? We're actually in the hotel room just before the race because, well, long story cut a lot shorter. We filmed a lot of it and the microphone, I need to buy a new microphone. Put it that way. But, welcome to
Hotel Room Chat!
Because we're in there. Anyway. Run. Let's talk run. Mary, it's hot.
It is hot.
And it's gonna hurt.
Yeah, it's going to be in the peak of the heat of the day tomorrow. This time tomorrow.
We're looking at the hottest day of the year, and it's going to be about 26 degrees, maybe even 27. So I have to have a really robust run strategy. And I do, because you know that I would. Starts with the bike. Executing the bike strategy properly. That's my run strategy to start with.
Yeah.
because if you get that wrong, the run's going to be a horrible affair anyway, right?
Yeah, so you've got to get all your hydration on board, on the bike, really methodically.
Yes, and then when I get out on the run, it's as simple as this. I am going to take a gel every 30 minutes. I'm not going to do it by distance because the time between covering 6 kilometres at the start of the run and at the end of the run might be much longer. So I'm going for every 30 minutes. I'm going to have drinks with electrolytes in my bag at the kind of transition area, but you get back to there 3 times during the run. So I'm going to have lots of fluid there that's my electrolyte drink, and then I'm going to use water out on the course to supplement it. I'm going to have gels in the bag at transition. So at 0, 12, 25 and 37 kilometres, I'm going to have a gel from my bag. I'm going to have gels on my belt. So every 30 minutes gel, and then as much fluid as I can take in
whenever
comfortably.
you've got opportunity to just take a swig.
That's it. That is it. I think nutrition is really important, and obviously the hydration thing, just keep on going.
Yeah.
So that will hopefully help me break down the race into manageable chunks.
Break it down. Look, here's what I think. It is going to be hard. It's going to be hard, but I think if anyone can stick to a plan in order to execute it in the heat, you can.
Yeah.
I've got every faith.
Yeah, planning is my strength, not swim, bike or run. But I can plan, and that's what I'm going to do, and I'm going to execute on that and see what happens on race day. So, fingers crossed, wish me luck. The next video you'll be watching is literally us from this point onwards going to registration, sorting out the bike, everything to do with the preparation when you get to the race, before the race. Then, a week today, the video, hopefully, fingers crossed, of me finishing my first and last long distance triathlon. That's how it's going to pan out over the next week or so. So hopefully you'll stick with us on the journey and stick with us on our journey to Bangkok, because it's 2 weeks until we move to Thailand. Right, Mary, good luck tomorrow.
I need good luck for all my commentating, and I've got to video the whole race because Ben can't take the videos, so wish me luck.
Good luck.
And good luck to you.
Well, thanks. See you Wednesday.